So one of the projects I'm working on in the beginning half of this year is actually photography, just one photo. And it's actually a collab piece with my husband, Liam, who has all the brains in that technical department. But he's not here at the moment, so he's left me with all the dirty work. And by dirty, I do mean dirty, which you will see soon. And the reason why I wanted to also do some photography this year is because it's still a different way and also a challenge to be able to tell a story with just one frame. Film is really great in the sense you've got a lot of frames to fill, but it takes a long time to actually produce even a short film. So I wanted to explore photography a little bit more in that way and challenge ourselves there. So this artwork is actually for a specific, what do you call it? A specific art show, is that what you call it? It's called Unveiled, which is run by City on a Hill. So we have some parameters to work for with the creation of this artwork, and this art could be whatever. So I've chosen to do photography for it. So the inspiration for this is the Book of Revelations. If you don't know what I mean, maybe Google it, but then don't Google because it's quite dark and disturbing, but which is right up my alley. So I'm really excited to be able to think more creatively about the book and interpret it in a way that resonates with me. So I'll talk more about the creative process of the concept once you start seeing a little bit more of it. But right now, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tease and show you some props that will be used in the piece. Okay, so what I have here is some paper that I literally pulled out of the garbage. This cloth, which I actually got from Savers or Salvos or something like that, and I've just ripped it up and tied it together. And I also needed a bowl, so I've got this bowl. It's light, it's made out of wood, and I actually bought it for $3, I think. So what I'm doing now is, unfortunately the bowl is the wrong color. I need it to be gold. Can't afford a gold bowl, so I thought I'd make it gold. So I don't wreck the stones, cover it a little bit. Got some paint from Bunnings, gold paint. I don't know what's going to look like on the wood, but we'll give it a go. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Maybe I should move back a little bit. All the way back here. I mean, I'm sure you know how to spray paint, but not really. It looks really good just in case, but the paint's a bit thick. Oh dear. I don't think it's working as well as I had imagined. It smells a bit too. Alright. At least this isn't an art show teaching you how to spray paint. Alright. It's leaving some big painting gooby bits. I'm not getting judged on my painting skills. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. Okay, the next thing is this cloth. Well, what am I going to do with this? Well, luckily I did some potting the other day, so I've got some leftover potting mix on the ground. Can you see? Yeah, a little bit of dirty patch. So what I need is, where can I put you? Where are you going to see? Maybe I'll just hold you up like this. I need it to look quite dirty. Now this dirt is not actually working as well as, can you see? Not really as well as I'd hoped. It still looks like I've been in the garden digging this out from something a dog buried. Right. Not what I envisioned. Just, yeah. dirty. Okay, maybe I need some mud, some actual mud. I'm gonna need to rethink this. Doesn't look too bad yet. Hi, so a few of you have been asking about an update for the dirty cloth incident that happened a few days ago. Unfortunately, still nothing has happened. See, still clean. I haven't had a chance to look at more dirt, but look, I found some more dirt. And if this doesn't work, I might have to call my brother to help. He's very good at that sort of art stuff. So Michael, if you're listening, I will call you. But for now, let's try this dirt. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's try and get this. Nope, still too dusty. Okay, all right. I'm gonna bring in the big guns. Okay. This is part 3 of making this rag look post-apocalyptic. All right, I've got some loose leaf tea here. This is what Michael said to do, and my friend Bron. So I think I'm just gonna let it soak in here overnight. I'll fill it up to the top and see what it's looking like tomorrow. I've got the rope around there, so hopefully it doesn't give it too much like a tie-dye look, but we will see. Liam, he is setting up some more lights. This is what we have so far, which we're just playing with different sorts of poses there. Liam's not quite happy with the lighting, so he's thinking about it, giving us some other options. We can't talk to him at the moment because he's in thinking mode.
Oh man, I cannot multitask.
So we'll come back and we can talk to him a bit later. So we're doing some test lighting before our dancer slash model gets here. I have the gold bowl, turns out okay. I have the rag, the dirty rag, which didn't actually work. The tea was not a great idea, but I think it's still going to work. I still think it looks okay. Liam is just doing some tests back there as well, which I'll show you later. But yeah.
So here we have a China ball, which we're going to use to light our lovely model slash dancer. The idea being that I really like the top light. It's got a little bit of a godly feel as it's sort of like illuminating from above. Going to kind of have it on a C-stand, a little bit risen as well. Yeah, it's a little bit of Jesus humour for you there. It is risen. And then we've been getting a slate using the Aperture 120D2 with a tungsten grid and gel over there. The idea, we've been hazing up the room as well to get our plate for the illumination of the golden bowl, so to create our wisps of smoke and that sort of really warm, saturated sort of wisp that we're going for. Yeah. So let's see if it actually all works. So that it doesn't cover your face with shadow, you can cheat it and go like that. So you're looking up, so it's almost like you're looking at the ceiling of the bowl.
Yeah, see it, okay, yeah.
The bowl, bring your chin down. Alright, I love that. Now, with that desperation, you just lift the bowl up. Up. Keep going. That's it. Right, even a little bit higher, that's it. And the desperation, right. That's good. I like that beckoning, that and then you got Dane, and I quite like that as well.
Yeah, I like it.
And then Dana's ones as well. I love that. I love the claw. It's really cool. Kind of beckoning, and then the idea is that there will be this kind of like wisp of smoke, like a wisp of kind of the prayers going out of the bowl. Really cool.
want to talk you through the inspiration that I had for this photo that you're about to see. So the brief was it had to be from Revelations, which is a book from the Bible. And the verse that really stood out to me was from chapter 5, verse 8, which reads, "And when he had taken it, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. Each one had a harp, and they were holding golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints." So without reading the before and the after, that's way confusing. So let me just help you break it down a little bit to start off with. So, incense. So throughout the Bible, incense has been an imagery for prayers, being a pleasing aroma. And the bowl, the golden bowl. So this golden bowl holds all types of prayers. So we can have different types of prayers when we pray for things or when we pray for people. We have praise prayers. So this bowl holds all those types of prayers in the one bowl. And also this bowl is from all time. So all prayers throughout history. It also talks about saints, of all the saints. So this indicates that God hears the prayers of his people. Now, this doesn't mean that it's only the prayers of the priests or the pastors or the elders of churches. This is all God's people. If you're a Christian, God is hearing your prayers. So it's that image that when we pray, it's like we are walking down this corridor holding this golden bowl full of incense to the throne of God. So for me, that was a beautiful imagery. It really helped me visualize how God receives my prayers and that they aren't forgotten. It's when I'm praying, they're being lifted up to heaven and they're sitting in that golden bowl, and God is really enjoying that conversation that we're having. So how does all of that relate to the image that you're about to see? For me, that person in the photo represents someone that I've prayed for in the past who isn't a believer, who is now desperately trying to suck in those prayers that I've prayed for them because they feel like they don't have the words for themselves. So for me, when I read that verse, I firstly saw that God hears my prayers and he really enjoys that communication that we have. And the second part, I also saw that those prayers have an effect on people. And God is working through the people that I'm praying for. And that's how the image came to be. But I'd love to hear what you think about the image as well. That's the beauty of art. It means something different to everyone. So you might get a completely different experience from that image, and I would love to hear about it.